Hello again. This workout is designed for you to bolt on to another workout. So hopefully you've just finished another video, perhaps the first of the weight videos, or perhaps a different one altogether. It doesn't matter. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. And you have an option here. If you have weights like mine, it might be quite nice to neutralize the wrists and to hold on to the weights. But if they're different in some way, you can have your hands either flat on the floor or onto your knuckles if you prefer. So we're going to start by taking the weight, or a weight, into your right hand, if it's not there already. And we'll take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, we're going to reach the right arm forward and in line with the shoulder. Now as you do this, make sure that your rib cage doesn't flare open at the front and that your spine doesn't arch at the base. Hold it here. As you exhale, stretch out the left leg. Try and keep the left hip pointing towards the floor, the right hip over the right knee, and the tail tucked under just a little bit to keep the neutral spine. And then a breath in, bend the elbow and the knee. A breath out, stretch the arm and leg away. Twice more. It should take you a full inhale to bend the elbow and knee, a full exhale to stretch out and hold it until you've gotten rid of every drop of air. And last one here. Now the hand can come down, the knee can rest where it started. A breath in to prepare. A breath out, this time the left arm reaches ahead of you. Second breath out, the right leg reaches away. Hold it here. A breath in, knee and elbow bend. A breath out, stretch them away, trying not to sink into the hip flexors or the shoulder that you're standing on. And last two. Perfect. Bring the weights back down to the ground. Turn the weights now so that they're horizontal onto the mat, and then roll your knuckles down into the ground, sit back to your heels. Again, you could just go without the weights if your weights don't work for this. Great, so we're going to come back up to a kneeling position. I'm going to face you for this. And you can either kneel or stand doing this. Have the knees or the feet underneath the hips. The tail tucks under, the rib cage connects at the front. A breath out as you now float just one of your weights up and in front of the chest. A breath in as you circle the weight down towards the floor. A breath out, circle it to the right, keeping your shoulders nice and square. A breath in as it comes down just in front of your chest, and a breath out as you circle it up and to the left. So we're drawing a figure of 8 with our weight, but keeping the pelvis nice and still. So you might find that you have to try and almost counter-rotate the pelvis to keep it neutral and in line with your screen. One more circle here in each direction. And we're done. So we can come and sit down on the mat, sitting with our legs long ways, reaching the weights just over the thighs with the palms facing up. Grow nice and tall, sitting high on the sit bones. Take a breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, the tail tucks under, the hip bones look towards the eyes, the spine rounds all the way to the neck, and we can hold it here, just hovering our knuckles and our shoulder blades off the mat. The knees can bend. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch the legs out, stretch the arms up and in line with the thighs. Lower yourself down, breath in, breath out to lift. Hover it just here, and one more time. And then we can lower the shoulders down to the ground and rest the weights on their ends with your palms facing your thighs. The feet can walk away from each other just till they're hip distance apart. We'll take a breath in and then breathe out as you hover one and then the other knee over the hip, and we can keep it just here. We'll stretch the arms into the air, stretch the legs into the air. Take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, right leg, left arm, lower down towards the ground in opposite directions. And a breath in as they come back to where they started. A breath out, left leg, right arm, trying to keep the rest of the body and the other 2 limbs totally still. As you lower the limbs, try and make sure that your neck doesn't arch. So try to just gently press the Adam's or the Madam's apple into the back of your throat, lengthening the back of the neck. Let's take just one more on each side. And we can bring the knees to the chest for a moment, take a little break. So I'm just going to shuffle down my mat so I have a bit of space. We can put one weight down onto the floor, and in a moment you can decide whether you want to perhaps hold both weights in both hands. Feet and knees can be together, knees bent on the ground. Take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, move your weight over to the left-hand side of the body. Keep breathing out as you circle the weight behind the shoulders, pressing the back of the bra strap into the floor, and then breathe in as the arms come up to the other side. And reverse, a breath out, circling the arms back. Right now it's feeling like a nice stretch. It should just feel nice and easy and gentle to move your arms like this. So we're going to pause there, leave the arms over the chest, and now float the knees up and over the hips. So exhale, the knees move over to the right hand side. Keep exhaling as they circle down towards the floor, and then inhale as you circle the legs back over the hips. We'll reverse this time. Breathe out, legs go to the left, circling down towards the floor. Right now the shoulders are nice and still and stable, and then breathe in as you bring the knees back. Let's add the arms as well. So the arms move to the left, the legs move to the right, then they circle away from each other. Breathe out. They circle all the way back the other way to finish over the hips and shoulders. And then we'll reverse. Arms to the right, legs to the left, circle them away from each other, and breathe in to bring them back. And reverse. And last one each way. Well done. Excellent. So we'll take this weight just into the right hand, lower the right foot down to the ground, and move the foot a little way away from the body. We can stretch the left leg up into the air, take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, reach your right hand towards the outside of the left leg, and then breathe in as you lower the shoulder back down into the floor. So perhaps this is enough for you today, and that's fine. If not, try straightening out the right leg. Breathe in as you bring the arm back, the right arm back, and then breathe out as you reach up to the outside of the left leg, sitting on your sit bones. Roll your way back down, replace the shoulder to the floor, and let's go twice more. Taking a twist and looking over your left shoulder each time. And we can lower down with control. Lovely. Switch arms. So we'll start off with a soft, gentle bend on the left knee. The right leg can reach up into the air. The left arm reaching towards the foot. A breath in. And then a breath out as you just lift that left shoulder. Lift the weight towards the foot, to the outside of the foot, and then lower the shoulder down. Make sure that you turn your head slightly so that we're not straining the front of the neck. Now if you want to take it further, straighten out that left leg. Breathe in, bring the left arm back. Breathe out, and up we come with a twist to look over the right shoulder. And down we come. And we'll go for 2 more. And all the way down. Well done. So we'll come onto our sides, then turn to face the mat. And we're just going to use one weight again for this. Bring the weight down to your side, and then we're going to step back and into plank. Push your weight back into the heels, get a little calf stretch. And now turn towards me, take the closest hand to me away from the floor. Breathe out as you stretch the arm up into the air. The soles of of the top foot should be on the ground. Breathe in as you lower the hand, perhaps taking the weight, and breathe out, stretch the arm up into the air. And we'll do just 2 more here. Perfect. Bring the weight all the way down. Replace the hands to the ground. Turn onto the other side, turning away from you, I'm sorry. Breathe out, stretch the right arm or the top arm. Stretch the arm up into the air. And breathe in as it comes down. And just 1 more like this. Excellent. So we can rest the knees on the floor. Take the hands and roll the knuckles into the ground. And then just round the spine, tucking the tail under, and press the hips back towards the heels, let the wrists stretch out. Start to pour the spine between the heels, rolling all the way up to kneeling. And you're done.